Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh from All the Voice for Swimming Pool Science, and just doing a quick one today. I've been so busy, I haven't had time to get down and crunch videos and edit things down, but I have been getting footage. It's just a week before Christmas. Thanksgiving. Tells you how tired I am. Week before Thanksgiving, and I'm helping out one of my good customers with their automation system. What they have is they have a Pentair EasyTouch system that they had all set up with Screenlogic and everything, and it was working great. But then they moved all their internet stuff over to the far end of the house there. It's behind about 2 more walls past that. It used to be basically just on the other side of the wall from the patio, and the standard antenna was working fine. But then when they moved it, all of a sudden they couldn't get enough reception. So what we had to do is we had to get the high power transmitter set up, which is Pentair product 520639, and that's what we're getting them set up with. The other option you can do is you can get a really long Ethernet cable, run it up through the walls, and then place your antenna and protocol adapter up in the attic. The only problem with that is if it ever needs to be reset or anything, you got to crawl up in your attic. So we've gone this route. This setup here retails for about $480 or so, depending on where you're going to get it, but it is amazing how well it works. So guys, I hope you guys are having a good winter, and I promise you we're going to get more videos out real soon. So here is the original factory antenna that comes with this thing. So on here, the board, you got power light. So if that was working, it would be on, it'd be green. RX means it's receiving from the other antenna. T means it's transmitting to the other antenna. Now on this guy right here, you can check here and you get the same lights. There's one here. And that is our power, PWR. You see it right there? And then that's your receiver light, and that is your transmitting light. Now, notice here, IDs must match inside and outside units, right? See that same number there, 000038844, 000038844. You cannot mix and match antennas. They cannot talk to each other. Now, one of the other things I do is before I attach this wire to its plug, I've got the wire set up in the proper combination. If you're going backwards, it's red, yellow, green, and black, or black, green, yellow, and red. And I've cut them all to length, and I've got just enough wire out that they'll all slide right in there, and I can tighten them up. And then because I'm not doing this on the board under power, I don't have to worry about any of these wires touching while I'm tightening anything up and having them short anything out. Each of these, the standard antenna and the high-powered antenna, have 2 different types of connectors. This is the standard 4-pin block. That just wiggles away like that. Goes right back on. But when installing the new antenna, if you're going to use the same wire, you've got to install into this more expanded plug block. You can't just plug that guy in because it just won't work. So one more thing I want to show you on here is how important it is to connect the comm wires correctly. If you look here, we don't have any stray wires sticking out. We have a hair of stray wire sticking out, that bare wire. I've seen them connected before where it's bare wire way back, and then what happens is your power wire can connect with your ground wire or some of your comm wires, and it will actually fry these boards. This particular EasyTouch model, it has the extension board. So back here, you see this board back here, that is where the salt system ties in, and then we've got a couple other comm blocks, so that we need to run a whole bunch of wires into here. You can run 2 to 3 sets of wires into this one, but it's really nice to have that back there, and then you don't have to deal with that. Another cool thing to remember is that these 2 bottom pieces of the protective case are exactly the same. I know these 2 look a little different because this one has these channels here, this one doesn't, and the wire goes up through the middle of that one, but these are the same. So what's cool is that this guy will slide onto here as well as this guy, so you don't need to take this off your wall, but you do need to use the correct top piece because it accommodates the antenna where this one does not. The other thing to do remember too is that the old style one, or the lower power one, slides nicely into these channels where it sits securely. This guy just kind of sits in here loosely like this, and then this guy goes over the top, but it doesn't fasten in securely. It just sits loosely, so you do have to take a little bit of extra care when putting that all back together. So one of the other important things about the antenna is to mount it up and away from all of the electrics and the pool equipment, because that can actually interfere. Our other reason for mounting it up there is to get that antenna up and over the walls you'll find here to give those electromagnetic signal waves the best chance possible to getting between the transmitter and the receiver. You see my cord here, here's my box. Now, I'm not gonna cut this wire to the exact length. I'm actually gonna leave probably an extra 3 or 4 feet on this because we can stash it all in the wire chase right there. And then if I ever need to cut this wire short or move this antenna further out, I can do that without having to put a whole new wire on there. So here we are, and there is our inside antenna is attached to our protocol adapter. And I know what the pool pros are saying right now. That shouldn't be there. It's too close to lots of other electronics and metal boxes. The homeowner is actually going to get an extension cord so that he can mount it up over here on the back side of this cabinet to then get it kind of out of the way from any of this electromagnetic interference that might come from all these other electronic devices. But bottom line is, this guy's working. Our lights are going. You can see right there. So you got that red power light kind of going on and off, and then our transmitter and receiver lights are clicking on and off like they should. We hope you found this video informative. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And, you know, if you've got any constructive feedback, we'd love to hear about it in the comments. Thanks for watching.